So after that, I give them the feedback. So I created a template on the slides, and I would create the template on the slides, and then, so this is coaching. I give them the aha moment. What did you learn? Appreciation. What are you thankful for, at least for this week? What are your apologies? Let's say you were late for the meeting. You can put it in there. And if you have any more questions, you can put it in there. And since this is actually Google Slides, I can just change the date because I can easily type. Now, after that, I will actually download this, download the slide as an image. And then I use this template for my Jamboard. In this Jamboard, that is where they actually type. So, because I know in the Jamboard, I can easily move their exit ticket, because this is what I use with them as their exit ticket after the presentation. So after our talks, I would like to hear from everybody else. Which part did you like the most? Which actually did you think you can actually implement in the classroom? So you can have those aha moments. Which one did you appreciate the most? So which one actually is the one that you like the most? Apologies, right over here, and then ask. Now, this is your feedback. When you cannot talk to everybody at the same time, this will be a record, and you can always go back to this feedback. You can always try to see what they have written a day after. Let's say after your meeting with them, you have another meeting, department head meeting, principals meeting. You can always go back the next day, because I would promise them, for example, if you write your question over there and I'm not able to answer the questions on the very day, you know that I will always go back and we can talk. So that's a good thing. So as of now, do we have any question? I've been talking so far. Please unmute your mic if you have any question or comment, because now I am going to ask you to do something else for me. Do you have any question? Wala po. Ma'am, sir, andito pa po kayo? None so far. Okay.
If you have some question, you may just simply type it if you don't want to unmute yourselves, po. So you might probably have your questions in our chat box. Thank you so much.
Wala pong question. Thank you so much for this. Now, I am going to ask you a question. Since you want to ask me a question, well, actually, I'm not going to ask you a question, but kind of. I would like you to access this document. I'm going to copy the link, and I made it so that anyone can edit. I'm going to copy the link, and I'm going to post this in our chat. How do you use a Jamboard? There's another tech tool that I actually share with my teachers. I'm hoping many of you are already using Jamboard. This one right here is your whiteboard. You have the pencil, you have the eraser, you have this. Once you have this one, this is actually the one that will move things around. This is the sticky note, add an image. And if you want to add a circle or any other of this, or a text message. And I can also use a pointer to show you like this. Okay, so there's a sticky note right here. Click on the sticky note and start writing. You can write my aha moment. And then start. I am going to give you 5 minutes to be able to do this. And all you have to do is just click on this right here to get a sticky note. So sticky note, please, is right over here. I'm going to just, okay. I see someone already writing that is with this pencil right here. That's how you do it. But I want you to grab a sticky note. Grab a sticky note. You can choose the color, change it to any, and then post it where you want it to go. So please let me know. So based on what we have seen so far, based on what we have talked about, did you have any aha moment? Please post, or appreciation. Do you actually, what are you thankful for today? I'm actually thankful that we're not sick, that we're able to join right over here, that we are able to see each other right over here. And you as a moderator, you can always move this, or you as a person who posted this, you can always move it to where you want it to go. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You deleted mine.
I'm sorry. No, I actually wasn't deleting. I was moving around some people's work. And yes, you can always write. And again, welcome. I know I see some people are still coming in. We have now 167 participants. And I would like to acknowledge also my sister for joining us. She's also a teacher in my province in Catanduanes. I see somebody typing, somebody enjoying. Yes. You can actually do that.
I can't see my sticky notes.
You cannot see your sticky notes?
Yeah.
Actually, okay. Once you type it in, your sticky note is always going to be right here on top. So what I want you to do is just grab the sticky note, bring it to where you want it to go, because it will always be, somebody will always type again, and then it will be on top of somebody else's. So, but you can always move it around where you want it to go. And if you see that many people already are right over here and it's getting full, what we can do is we can make another frame. And here's a second frame. And let's say I needed more than 2 frames. Let's say we have a lot of kids in the classroom. We needed more than 2 frames. I can always duplicate this frame. So we'll have another frame. And then go back. I want to go back to my first frame. And there you go. So I can see whether people are coming into the second frame. This view right here, you as the lead one, if you're the one who created this, you can always go back to the toggle right over there or click over here so you can see all the frames. So now we have 3 frames. So feel free to move on to the second frame or the third frame if you think that this right over here is already too crowded. And if I needed to make another frame, I can always duplicate the third frame and we'll have another frame. So there you go. That's a good thing about this one. It's actually, it's free, and I'm hoping that you already have this. I am not so sure if Jamboard is something that is needed to be activated. But I think because you are using your DepEd account, you should have Jamboard. So please type in on the chat if you have used Jamboard before. How many of you have used Jamboard before? Let me go back to my first view. Okay. I don't. Ayan, nagsulat ka ng nagsulat. Magbura ka ng magbura ngayon. Nakakita ko yung mouse. May nagbubura na kanyang drawing. And Jamboard, actually, if you are, oh, I see somebody enjoying how to write with this one. If you have a pencil or a stylus, it's definitely much easier to write. But since I don't have a stylus, or if you are on your iPad or on any tablet, yes, it's definitely easier to write. I would like to ask, can I ask our great teachers over here, our great leaders, if you can stop writing already on the with the pencil, please just grab a sticky note. Here's the sticky note again. I'm going to show it to you again. Here's the sticky note. You can change the color of the sticky note and then type. So just type in, and I want to visit again the others. We still have this. Okay. I have one person over here on the 3rd frame. Nobody on the 4th frame. Okay. Feel na feel nyo magsulat ng pencil, ano? It's okay. Okay. I still see I have 4 people. Okay. Let me go back to the first page. Now, here's the bad thing. Somebody started deleting things. Oh, how to install the Jamboard. Actually, please check with me if you already have them. Let's go open. Okay, hold on. Okay, go to your Google Drive, drive.google.com. Type in drive.google.com, or if you're already right there, if you're on your Gmail, you have your Drive, you will see that all of your apps right over here. So if you click, once you see this Google Apps Drive over here with the 9 dots right over there, all you have to do is try to find, you can find Jamboard, it should be there already. Please take a look. If the Jamboard is not seen, just like I have here, I have Gmail, Classroom, Drive, Keep, Meet. All of these are all the apps that are available to my account. Since I'm using my school account, all of these are available. Now, if you don't see Jamboard right there, once you open your Google Drive, you can always go down and try to see what are some of the other things. Then maybe you will see your Jamboard at the bottom or right over here. You can always move the Jamboard, or you can always move any of this up. Click and drag, just drag, and it should be accessible to you easily. And you can always rearrange. Let's say I want YouTube to be right over here on top. You can always do that. Just drag it right there so that it's accessible every time that you open that right there. So all you have to do is click on your apps, on your Google Apps right there. There are 9 dots right there. Click and try to see if you have the Jamboard. If your aha moment is the Google Jamboard, just put it in. We appreciate any aha moment. If that is actually one that is making so much more sense to you right now, go ahead. And you appreciate that you're able to log in and no glitch in your connection, put it in. That's usually what we have. And we don't try to overthink the feedback part right over here.